Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time. Nobody could guard him. But what if I told you there was someone who could? Today we asked the question, which Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic could guard prime Michael Jordan? On paper this sounds pretty easy, but you have to realize the FNAF universe is very vast, so I'm gonna stick to the first 5 games. I assume if this video does well in any capacity, I'll make a part 2. That is, if I can motivate myself enough and get off the couch. No JD. Anyway, before we get into anything, let me set up a criteria. In order to be a great defender, you have to be able to defend the paint and the perimeter. This is a mixture of skill and physical attributes. And a little third thing called dog. You gotta have that dog in you too. And since I can't really confirm how skilled every animatronic is at basketball, or measure how much a dog each animatronic has, I'm just gonna have to stick with physical attributes. And among these physical attributes are size, speed, and vision. You can't play D if you can't see, is what my dad would always say. He has keratoconus, so you kinda already lost the defensive edge. Alright, without further ado, let's begin. Freddy Fazbear is the first on our list, and according to a 4-year-old Nitro Bricks video going over the heights of Five Nights at Freddy's characters, yes I know, here on the Jason GTS channel, we cite the most reputable sources, but according to this video, Freddy Fazbear is 6'10", which makes him 5 inches taller than Michael Jordan. His weight is debatable, but I saw some estimates state he's around 250 pounds, which makes him both taller and heavier than Michael Jordan. But the issue here is that Freddy Fazbear isn't very fast. He's actually one of the slowest animatronics in the FNAF series, which actually turns out to be a huge deal more than I thought, because Michael Jordan is very, very, very fast. Even if he doesn't use his speed to create space and shoot over him, he can always just blow past Freddy and get to the basket. That's why I'm putting him in bare minimum tier, because he'd be a great stationary big, but against Jordan, he can't guard him one-on-one. Next up we have Bonnie, and the thing that separates him from most of the original cast is his fine motor ability. He already plays guitar, so he could be able to strip the ball from Jordan, not to mention his size. He's shorter but a little heavier than Freddy. What he has over him is speed. He can move just as fast as MJ, at 27 miles an hour, which means he has good lateral defense, on-ball defense, and can guard the paint too at 6'8". Bro sounding like Scottie Pippen. Anyway, it's pretty safe laying clamps tier. Jordan's gonna have to step it up against him. Next up we have Chica. My favorite. At 6'7", 315, she's a big body, but unfortunately, all that weight is slowing her down. And we already mentioned Jordan is super fast. I just don't see Chica's big self fighting through screens to stay onto MJ, unless there's cupcakes in the locker room at halftime. Very fitting for her to be in this tier. Barbecue chicken alert. Golden Freddy is also barbecue chicken because he cannot move. Like he physically is slumped over like this for all of FNAF 1. Foxy. Yar matey. Or something like that. Foxy is 6'6" and a hair above 200 pounds, making him the first animatronic of this list to be lighter than Michael Jordan. What saves him is his speed. He's actually a bit faster than Jordan, recorded to run at 27.7 miles an hour. This will make him a pretty good on-ball perimeter defender, especially with the hook. He's just too light though, and we get pushed around. If MJ can get him under the basket, it's game over, and we all saw the last shot.
17 seconds from game 7, or from championship number 6. Jordan. Open. Chicago with the lead. Timeout, Utah.
Yeah, Foxy's good, but not good enough.
FNAF at Freddy's. That's where I wanna go.
Starting off with the FNAF 2 crew is Toy Freddy, and I mean look at this dude. 6'10", 280, not only stronger but quicker too. This guy's FNAF equivalent to Sean Kemp. MJ's gonna have to watch out for him. Next up we have Toy Chica, and you know I was really having fun making this video until I had to search out Toy Chica weight on Google. Lord knows I did it for the science. Anyway, I found nothing, so I'm just gonna make it up. You cool with that? Okay. I do know Toy Chica is 6'5", so let's say for the sake of parody she's the same weight as Michael Jordan. It wouldn't really matter because remember what I said about vision? Yeah, she goes away when you shine your flashlight on her in the vent in FNAF 2. One reflection of light from Jordan's bald head and it's a wrap. In with the rest of them. Barbecue chicken. Toy Bonnie. At 6'4", 260, this is just prime Charles Barkley. Being only 6'4" makes him shorter than Jordan, but he's got the vertical. Just look at his jump scare. Truly generational stuff. This guy would guard all 5 Chicago Bulls at once if he could. The withered animatronics. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. They're bums! They couldn't guard a toddler if they tried. Chica got no hands. Bonnie's losing an arm and half his face. Freddy got both his damn ACLs taken out. Do I even have to explain Foxy? Look at him!
He's a bum!
Barbecue chicken. Next up we have Mingle. She's 6'8", 280, but the difference from her and OG Bonnie would be her build. Defensively, she just makes no sense. Her left hand is coming from her chest for some reason. Her right hand is at the end of her tail. She's literally not built for the court. Barbecue chicken. Balloon Boy's barbecue chicken too because he's only 4'9". And so is the puppet because what do you mean she's only 24 pounds? If you don't get your linguini Houdini martini bikini ass out of here. We have Springtrap. Do I even have to look into his attributes? I mean, he's a walking corpse. I'll love to see your argument on how he can guard prime Michael Jordan. He's a bum. Barbecue chicken alert. And also all the FNAF Animatronics too. They're not even real.
Coffee table!
First off, for FNAF 4, we got Nightmare Freddy. And I mean, this dude's a total beast. 7'4", 325 pounds of pure steel? This guy is built like Victor Wembanyama. In fact, Victor Wembanyama wishes he was built like him. And that goes with all of the Nightmare Animatronics. Freaky ass Foxy though. If they're all real, they go into Bad Boys Detroit Pistons tier. But if not, since they're technically only in the crying child's imagination, they might have to go in barbecue chicken. But just to make things interesting, let me put them in their own tier called If Real, They Would Dominate. Notice how Nightmare Mangle isn't on here? Well, that's because she's still super uncoordinated and has one less hand. Easily barbecue chicken. Another two easily barbecue chickens are Nightmare Balloon Boy and Plush Trap. Why? Because Balloon Boy is only 5'6", and well, for Plush Trap, let's just say, well, Michael Jordan's 48 or 46 inch vertical, it doesn't matter, stop making that a debate, but with his vertical leap, he can easily jump over Plush Trap and his chair. Night Marionette, Return of the Linguini, crazy how they make characters this light.
This is like George Orwell's book, 1984.
We back, sister location. First animatronic we got is Funtime Freddy. He's 6 feet exactly, so that makes him much shorter than Jordan, and he's 350 pounds. Nowhere here doesn't mention his speed, so he's either a mix of regular or toy Freddy. So he's going into barbecue chicken for that. Next up is Circus Baby, who might be the best FNAF defender of all time. 7'2", 585. That's not all. Her description shows one of her abilities as emergency stop. That's right, they built brakes for her. That means sometimes she goes too fast. If she isn't in your all-time defensive first team, you may be off the za. Ballora is a ballerina, so she should have good mobility. That paired with her size, she's a little shorter than MJ, but she's a solid defender. Last but not least is Funtime Foxy. Are you serious? She's 5'9", 290. That's like asking Adam Silver to draft a regular-ass person to the NBA. Yeah, maybe if they're 8-foot rims, she is way too small to guard him. It doesn't even matter if she can stay on him. Barbecue chicken. Anyway, that's the list. That's every main animatronic from FNAF 1 to sister location. If you have any complaints, please send me death threats via email. Thank you for your time. Have a nice Labor Day. This video is coming out on Labor Day, right?